And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. As we start this Friday, we start it very rough and rocky. If you haven't discovered yet, no matter where you're sitting, you're going to get wet before this is all said and done. We have some bad weather moving into the area where we've got thunderstorms to our west already in Lauderdale. We've got them for portions of Kemper County, about portable southward, all the way through Clarke County, Wayne County. Let's go west, Newton, Scott, Smith, all the way back to Jackson this morning. I spoke with someone that was in Jackson earlier. Horrendous weather. There is power outages. If you're trying to get dressed now, I highly suggest doing it quickly. You won't have that makeup very long because I think we're going to have power outages as we've got thousands without power back west toward Jackson. All right, let's pull up radar where you can be with us and see what everybody is seeing. This is what is approaching the Meridian area this morning. A very serious storm by all means. Now, we haven't picked up shear winds. We have gotten radar indicated 50 mile an hour shear winds to the west of Jackson. We're starting to get reports of trees down Hickory Grove area on Highway 42. We've got a lot of trees down in the Jackson area as well as it makes its way across. I know Newton was preparing for this a few moments ago as it gets ready. All the sheriff's departments and local PDs will be ready for this as it comes about. With this will bring accidents. It always does with this much rain, this much wind. I want to urge you as you leave home to drive slower. We will have trees that fall across road. Now, we've already got a mess from yesterday with water over roads. I can't tell you the amount of roads that have been found with potholes in them now after all that rain yesterday. So we've got a lot of different factors coming into the travel this morning. Extra precaution must be used today. Thank goodness it is Friday there. Lamar, how are you this morning? So many of you up and at it joining us. Hickory, power off, as Amanda is telling us, as we fully expected that to happen. Pat and Jim Coker, no power either as this comes about. Now, I was talking to Odie about this before we went on. Let me scroll down here and just give you a bird's eye view of what's happening power-wise across the state of Mississippi. Let me go back here and grab the entire state, and then we'll do a breakdown of what we've got when it comes to everything else. And this is going to be for the entire state of Mississippi. As you'll see here, it's getting nasty here as we pull this up on the screen. Total Mississippi right now, we have 100,000 people without power, 102,648. That's a heap of folks without power, isn't it? As you'll look at this, we get into Leake County, 11,000 right now, 724 without power. We've got 3,500 people without power in Scott County. We've got Smith County, 1,000 people as we get back in here to Jackson. Rankin County, 15,000 without power. We get into, what is this? Let's go here to Madison County, 9,500 people without power. We go back here. Look at this. Hinds County, might as well call that 30,000 people without power. This is not a little bitty storm. This is a serious one. Now, when it comes, if we're on, we could have a quick blink before our generator kicks on and grabs and takes care of everything. We should be back. Should it kill lines, we do have backup now for internet service in case, and again, it could just be a blink. But that will happen. Now, let's look at this as we just quickly glance at this as we come across. And this is going to be Mississippi Power here, as we've got roughly only about 23 out at this point. There'll be more with that as it comes about. Here we've got about 4,000 people without power as we look at this. We come back across, and this is where it gets very hairy, all of this that we were talking about just a little bit ago. This is Southern Pine. Look at this, 10,000 here, 9,000 here, 1,100. It just goes 11,000 there. That's why we've got this 100,000 people without power this morning. Now, let's get on to, as we look at EMEPA, good at the moment. Let me refresh that, make sure we hadn't lost anybody in the last couple of minutes. We're still good in the Meridian area, Lauderdale, Kemper, because the storms have not made it here. That is going to change. It's going to be a booger bear, so to speak. Be ready for that. All right, as we come across, let's pull back into radar and see what we've got here. As we look at all of this coming into Newton County, Decatur, back west all the way across to the county line, we've got horrendous weather. It's my word of the week, horrendous. I like to use it a lot. We are showing that we've got storms moving into the Neshoba County Fairgrounds there. Dixon community in Neshoba County already getting this. Now, as we dig into this, some of the worst of weather that we've got is this line on Highway 15 due south into Newton. All of that now reaching the Red Goat. It's just past the cemetery, the Veteran Cemetery. It's past that now at the Red Goat, coming up on Hickory at the Dollar General. Strong winds. We'll pull up the winds here in just a second so you can see that. Now, as we dig into Jasper County, here we go. A lot of this as we get right here to the country corner there at Garland. We get down into this area near Rose Hill. It hadn't quite made it to the post office. It's within a half a mile of reaching there. Y'all be ready, Lake Edens. You most likely will lose power as well. And even down at the courthouse at Paulding, we got showers about 50 feet off in front of it through the pine trees. It'll be there in just a few moments. All of that area. Well, as we get this new update, Rose Hill, you're getting poured on. We are nowhere from Lauderdale County. And let's just give you an idea of where the storm is here to the Lauderdale County line. Let's go over. We are roughly 3.5 miles from the Lauderdale County line. From downtown Meridian, this storm sits roughly 16 miles coming across. It's going to get here quickly. To keep that in mind as we go down and we look at this for our Clarke County, from the edge of the storm in Jasper County to downtown Quitman. Let's go there. Here we go to Quitman. It's going to be about 13 miles from Quitman at this point. So we've got more to come as we track all of this. Keep in mind, you're most likely going to lose power this morning. Now, this thunderstorm warning has moved to the eastern side of Newton County and Jasper County. It is still in effect until 6:45 this morning. So we got 7 minutes remaining on this. Lauderdale County is under a severe thunderstorm warning until 7:15. So this storm is moving relatively quick as we look at this, so it won't be hanging around long. It's ferocious. It's coming. It's got a lot of wind. It's like somebody mad coming to mess up your world there. So be careful with this as we track all of this morning. Hopefully I've got this. We had so many things going on. I hope I got this loaded correctly. Let's check in. Let's go out to Collinsville. If it's wrong, we'll get it fixed here in just a second here.
The Collinsville First Baptist Church Keepers of the Kingdom Vacation Bible School begins Monday, June 26th at 8:30 a.m. We would love for your children to join us. Get more info and pre-register at our website.
Have you ever considered what it would be like to be rich? And I don't mean well off, I mean like Scrooge Mc...
The Collinsville First Baptist Church Keepers of the Kingdom Vacation Bible School begins Monday, June 26th at 8:30 a.m. We would love for your children to join us. Get more info and pre-register at our website. I hate to wait, don't you? I mean, I want what I want, and I want it now. That's the spirit of the age. We've become so conditioned to have things immediately that we grow intensely frustrated when we have to wait in the least. Patience is no longer seen as a virtue, but rather a punishment. And we as Christians can especially become impatient when it comes to the return of Jesus Christ. I mean, like, when is he coming? Shouldn't he be here already? I mean, doesn't the Lord see what's going on? But listen to the wisdom of James chapter 5. Be patient, therefore, my brothers, until the coming of the Lord. See how the farmer waits for the precious fruit of the earth, being patient about it until he receives the early and late rains. You also be patient. Establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord is at hand. So just like that farmer who has to wait for the good produce of his land to spring forth, you and I got to wait as well. And when that harvest comes, that fruit is so delicious and joyful. And so it'll be when the Lord finally comes. Beloved, good things come to those who wait. So may we wait with eagerness, but may we also wait with faith. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry. All right, here we go. I do hope everybody's feeling well today. It is Friday, the end of the week, but we do have storms. We'll be tracking that here in just a moment to let you know where they are in relation to where you are. As we look at a couple of headlines across the nation this morning, and I saw mother is what I was going to talk about. A mother has been sentenced to 4 years in prison for the death of a newborn. How did she do it? And I think most of us remember this headline way back when. She abandoned a child, a newborn, on the side of the road. 4 years is what she'll get for that. This child has no life now. That's the things that keep me up at night. I don't know about y'all. Someone who can't fend for themselves, an adult taking advantage of that and harming someone. It bothers me. I mean, it really does. It keeps me up at night. As we found out this week, the Unabomber is officially dead. We found out on an official statement that it was suicide. I'm surprised that it took that long. He's been there quite a while. This is just bad in so many ways. You get married, you go on your honeymoon. Probably one of the biggest destinations that people want to go on honeymoons would be over to Hawaii. As the new married couple were in the water, the husband drowned. Horrible that is. As he was drowning, they were stealing the car and everything in it. Thieves have no mercy. Horrible, horrible. The Pope is out. He's out of the hospital. I don't know if y'all have been up to date on this. He's been in there for about 9 days. He's being released. We've got a lot of stories coming up, a lot of local things, more things that are happening in our nation today that, well, is shaping what is going on. Yesterday, we had a lot of people hurt in Texas. This is the same storm that is moving across Mississippi this morning. At least 3 people were killed yesterday and 75 others were injured in Texas yesterday. That's what happened with the weather. We're going to check the weather next and get deep into what the National Weather Service is telling us here in just a moment. We'll do that next.
No matter how many times you try, and no matter where you call, Representative 81 Steve Horn won't answer the phone. We're not getting any representation in Jackson. District 81, we can do better. Vote Ben Shirley, August the 8th. Paid for by Ben Shirley.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built-in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Hello, my name's Kenneth Graham, and I'm running for coroner of Lauderdale County. For over 50 years, Lauderdale County's been represented by professional and competent coroners. I would like to continue that tradition. Over the next several months, I want to educate the public on what the coroner does and dispel any myths about the coroner job. I can show you that I will be the most professional coroner there is. So please vote for me August the 8th.
Paid for by the Committee for the Election of Kenneth Graham. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and we are tracking weather here. I see that Richard is a little upset. Richard, if you're not really happy with the way I'm doing weather this morning, you're more than welcome to watch somewhere else. It's all the way it is. The rest of us will track the weather now. As we pull this up, we do have weather moving into Lauderdale County. It's moving into the west side. I'm getting reports, one after the other, of power going out, as we mentioned, would be happening here in the next few moments. We've got it on county roads going out and about today. As we scroll up here, looking at what we've got, let's turn on locations where you can see as well. As we see this making its way to Stuckey's Bridge at this point, we've got the weather there that is moving in. Now, none of this is showing those sheer winds that we see a lot of times, but you can bet your wooden nickel that we've got some high winds with this. As we tracked this back on this area earlier, as it was coming out of Scott County into Newton County, we were looking at probably somewhere around 50-mile-an-hour winds in that area. That's what we had. Let me see here. And let me go back to radar here. Yeah, I had a blink there for a moment. We're showing that power's out in Decatur now. As we come down and look at this of other places, Lake Edens, as we mentioned, would have no power. It is there now. High winds and lights off on County Road near Mathis now. High winds in Bassett City just woke them up. Lost Gap is without power now. We will have the very latest on this and update you what else is going on. Tree down on I-59, we're being told. So if you're going to be in that area, I-59, heads up as you make your way into Meridian. This is a very, very fast-moving, as I can see out the studio this morning, we got trees that are just bending. It's a bunch out there. We'll watch this very closely for you over the next little bit as we go live in a little bit with the morning show and join on Fox 30 here in a moment. Now, this is going to stretch down all the way, starting to move into Clarke County Enterprise area, down to Jones Junior College. Look at that serious weather we've got there. Now, the severe thunderstorm warnings have expired on this side for Neshoba County, for Newton County, and also for down in Jasper County, but we do have Clarke, Lauderdale, and Kemper under this, and it will remain under a severe thunderstorm warning until 7:15 a.m. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning to our east as it makes its way into Alabama also, and it will be there until 7:15, and that does include with the same warning here, Wayne County goes up through Gilberttown, Alabama, and all the way up through Livingston, Alabama as well. We'll watch it closely there as to what's going on there. Let's see what else we've got. Northgate out of power, we're being told. Chet, good morning. How are you today? Wind is getting up, Wanda tells us. It is. High winds on Pine Springs Road as Sandy passes that along. And again, I do expect a blink in power where we are in the next few moments as we look at this. Now, let's go over here and see what the National Weather Service has to tell us as we start this day. Let me pull this up where we can look at this outlook of what is coming up today from the National Weather Service. Let's get into this.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
We go back on our record highs, record lows. It was 1963. We had 103 degrees today. As we look at 1995, it was 55. As we do the outlook for today, 90 today is expected in Meridian. This will move forward. 88 in Philadelphia and the same in Columbus. As we go south of here, it'll be a little bit warmer, 92, 94 in that area. Down in Natchez, 94 also. As we look at Alabama, we'll see 88 in Tuscaloosa, Demopolis, 88. Birmingham will remain the same there also. Now, this is the outlook this morning. This is going to go till about 7 a.m. This is doing about 10 minutes, but add some time to this. This is kind of fading down as we'll see that. This is going to run out as we'll have another round of this moving in later this afternoon until tonight. Late afternoon until tonight is what we're looking at this. 70-mile-an-hour gust will be expected tonight. That's rough. Quarter-size golf ball could be up to that. Rough there. Now, another round of this will come in tomorrow also. Late morning and into the afternoon. So somewhere around 11:30 tomorrow morning, be expected more of this. It's a level 1 for tomorrow. As we look at tomorrow moving into Sunday, it's going to be a level 2 for our area. We've got some serious weather all weekend. It's not going to change. Early morning to late evening all throughout this. 70-mile-an-hour gust. Tornadoes cannot be ruled out with any of this. As we glance at this. Alabama side this afternoon, we are expecting a level 2, even over to Montgomery. As we look at the outlook for what's going on there, we glance across. It's still warm in Mississippi and warmer weather moving our way out of Texas. As we move across, this is our outlook for the next 7 days. 90, 88 on Saturday. We'll get to 87 on Sunday. But as you'll see this, each day we've got thunderstorm activity. We've got an 80% today, 40% tomorrow, 60% on Sunday, and the beginning of the work week is no different. 60% all the way with 50% all the way through Thursday. Rough weather. Now, as we go all the way through the 30th, there we're staying in the 90s, but each day you will see this through the 30th. We have chances of rain each day. Nothing really happening here in the Gulf, but we do watch this coming out of Africa. 40% chance of something happening, as the National Weather Service tells us. Power out in Nellyburg. As we look at the fishing times today, you might want to hold off, Chet said, a little bit later after this passes. Fishing should get good around 11 o'clock today until 1 o'clock, kind of that in-between storms. You can catch a good fish. The wind's going to be light, wind increasing 5 to 10. Not so at this moment as we have this serious weather occurring this morning. Elwood, we see that horrible weather, the Elwood community in the Clarke County area. As we see that things are rocking and rolling, power is out in Enterprise. Meehan has no power. Alamooch, thunder coming in as we're getting that. Shibuda, Jerry Mason tells us that's going to be on that south end as we get into Clarke County. Samantha says power out on that west side of Meridian. Thank you, Samantha, for joining us. Nell, let's see, the wind is extremely high. No tornado warning as we pull this radar back up for you to take a look at what we've got. We have a severe thunderstorm warning is what we've got going on this morning. Let's get logged back into the weather here as it pulls it back up for you to see. Let me turn off these errors here. And this is what we've got on radar this morning. Again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning. Nothing more to that right now. It goes from Wayne County, Clarke County, Lauderdale County, and the southern portion of Kemper County. Again, that's going to cut off right there at Portable in that area there. So it's a lot of weather occurring this morning. Let me go down and pull this back up. We can look at the power outages that we are getting now from the Lauderdale and Newton areas of what has happened here. Let's go here and let's do an update. We've got 2,200 now. And you notice that over in a matter of what, 5-8 minutes? Yeah. 2,200 people now without power. Let's zoom in on this just a little bit. Stonewall area, 600, 345 south of there around Pachuta. 775 as that number jumped. As we go into Lauderdale County, 502 out in the zero community, the west side of Meridian, starting that power outage as it comes in. And expect this number to climb. It's going to be bigger and bigger and bigger. Odie's going to join me here in just a moment as we'll dive deeper into this. We're going to be joining the TV station just in a moment, Fox 30. We'll take a brief moment. We'll put up the signal for the TV station to join us. So it will pause for a moment. We won't go away, but it will pause, and the TV station will join us in just a moment there. Arlene says, wind getting rough in Bonita. Power line down on County Road 481 in Clarke County. So if you've got to travel that area, write a note on that. John, thank you. Again, power line down, County Road 481 is what we're watching there. Let me see. Power's out in Roy. Let's see here. We've got roof damage on Garrett Road off on 8th Street. Alarms are going off in the area there. Thank you, Rhonda. We appreciate that. Highway 19, Walmart, no power, we're being told. It's making its way, just as we said, right into the Meridian area. Hickory without power. Some wind in Enterprise, rain and thunderstorms in Rose Hill. Thank you, Diane. Let's see, Jessica Smith is joining us there. Power out on Poplar Springs Drive and 23rd Avenue. It's going to be Mississippi Power, if I'm not mistaken, on that one. Nasty right now. Power blinking in Vinville. It will most likely go out here in just a little while, as I do expect. Again, for our power to blink for a moment, we could go out for 30 to 45 seconds. If that happens, we'll bounce back up and be back on it. So don't give up on us. Let's see, power line is across the road on 8th Street by the Temple Theater. That's pretty strong to have done that. Again, if you're downtown Meridian, 8th Street near the Temple Theater, power line down. Power line is on fire in Pachuta. Thank you, Clifton. If you're in the Pachuta area, watch that. Now, as I mentioned a moment ago, we were having a lot of people in the Jackson area that I was talking to on the phone as this came across of just bad, bad, bad. Trees down in Enterprise, Clifton tells us. Thank you, Clifton. Appreciate that. Power out in the Clarkdale community already. Tree across the road on 495 between the fire department and elementary school. Thanks, Chet. Again, that's going to be out in the West Lauderdale area, 495, between the fire department and the elementary school, that little stretch there over by Justin Watt. Y'all be ready for that. Decatur, power is out as well. Tree down and power lines across Brand Street in Decatur. Power line blinking and wind roughed in East Quitman. Power going off in Clarkdale, Sandra says. Bassick City, no power. Southeast Clarke County, wind is bad. Let's see here. Just got back from Michigan. Welcome to the party, Lisa. Glad to have you back here. There's a tree blocking the whole road at 495 at the haunted house. That's the one Chet was talking about there. Thank you so much there. Power out at Walmart 19. Let's see. Also, wind getting rough in the Briarwood area. All right, we're going to take a brief second here for the TV station to join us. We'll put up the starting soon sign. Hang on, don't go anywhere. And we're going to start this in just a moment. As a matter of fact, what we'll do is we'll leave radar up. We won't put that blank screen up. I'm going to put radar up as we watch this come across as Fox 30 joins us here straight up at 7 o'clock. Let me get back over here to radar. And what we're going to do is leave this up here for about a couple of minutes as the TV station joins us so you can see what's going on. We want to keep your messages coming. So we'll be right back with this as we track this, and we'll go live in just a moment.
The following program was paid for by Southern American Media. Fox 30 welcomes you to Meridian's favorite TV personalities and 3-time CMA nominees for Broadcast Personality of the Year. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Debbie.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie as we're experiencing some serious weather. For the folks that are just joining us on the television side, we've been watching this for, well, a couple hours or if not longer as we update with this huge power outages. Enterprise areas are blinking that are not already off. We're getting Randy telling us wind is horrific on Pine Springs Road this morning. And as always, we want to know what's happening in your community, where you are, and add to our comments so we can spread this along. Now, we do know that we have a tree down across Highway 495 near the Bailey Fire Department, where they hold the haunted house and the elementary school.
Yeah, right around in there. We do have school buses out that are picking up summer kids. I've been talking with them. I told them they've still got a little while to go. Just make sure the drivers know that we're fixing to have some high winds coming in. It's already here in a lot of our areas to go ahead and start hunkering down. We're not quite as bad in Lauderdale County with the wind as what we're seeing in Clarke County, especially southern Clarke County has got the tremendous high winds, but we're all suffering from power outages in different places. We've got a wreck on I-20 at the 29th Avenue exit.
Be all right there.
Yeah, right about in the middle of that storm cell that's kind of coming through. And debris and some tree limbs, I think.
Highway 19.
Tree limbs on Highway 19. Miss Stacy's giving us that. So that's going to be, I don't want to say where she lives, so we're just going to say around the Sukalina area.
You're right.
Is where that's going to be from that area coming into town. So
now, you mentioned wind. Let's go ahead and pull this up as we got radar showing here. Let's show what the damaging wind is doing. Do y'all see this dark green that just overlaid over all this rain? That is where the worst of the rain is, as we see right here, Highway 19 area. As we come across here in the Meridian area, and this just really points it, out by the Rock House, Owls, Walmart, Highway 9. I couldn't get Walmart out. North Hill Street. Look at the wind that we've got there. And this all has jumps around a little bit. Causeyville getting a lot of wind. Out here at the prison, as you mentioned, look at this area here, how solid this is in Clarke County.
Yeah, nothing but rain. And you can't see through this rain. If you're driving and you come across this, you're fixing to lose visibility. Pull over completely off the side of the road. Stick some flashers on. Make sure that you've got some type of hazard warnings on, but don't drive through this. You don't know if there's a tree down in front of you. You're not going to see that tree until it's too late, and that's when you hit it. Because we are expecting, with the amount of rain we got yesterday, the high winds we've got today, we expect this to blow down a lot of trees. With the saturated ground, mainly from yesterday and what we're getting this morning. And most likely those trees are going to go across the power line, and we're going to lose power a whole lot more than what we've got now. 2,200 people right now.
Yeah, and we'll look
through our area.
We'll do an update on that. And the only good thing I can say about this is not packing the hail that we had yesterday. Let me show you this, Odie, as we go back to radar and look at this. Right here in southern Newton County is the worst of the hail that we've had this morning in the immediate area. Now, back over here north of Morton, there was a lot. Back toward Jackson, look at that. But as it got to the Meridian area, that calmed down. We had just a little bit just to the east of Shibuda and northern Wayne County, but not much to that. So maybe a blessing there. Now, as you were talking about power outages, let's just go ahead and do an update of what we know about power outages. Let me get over here to our pages and update this. Let's do a statewide. Let's refresh here. Look at this number that we're pulling up here, Odie. 155,000 Mississippians without power now.
Yeah, my niece, my nephew's wife is there right outside Brandon, and she's at home by herself. My nephew's gone. They're losing power pretty much well in that whole area where they're at. A lot of power outages. 4,100
people in Lauderdale County without power now, as we look at 900 in Clarke County. As we move west to Newton County, 3,300 of you will not have makeup on today.
Yeah, you said 4,100 now?
Lauderdale County is 4,158, and that number is probably jumping.
Okay, so 5 minutes ago, we had 2,238.
Shows you.
This storm is packing a lot of straight line wind. We don't see any rotation. We're not expecting any rotation. But we are expecting this high wind to do some damage as it comes across our area.
Now, as we look at just the EMEPA side, now Mississippi Power has the rest of this making up that little over it. But right now, EMEPA has almost 4,000 by 3,000 by itself. As we go here and pull this up, Odie, right in this area here. Look at this hit where it came into the county. Let's zoom in on this. This west side of Meridian, Meehan, Chunky. As we get into here, Enterprise area. Look at all of that power out. 502 right here in the Zero community, and out in Toom-Suba, almost 700 without power at this point.
Yeah, and we know we work hand in hand with both Mississippi Power and EMEPA. We talk to them. We're a phone call away from each other.
That's
and
correct.
I tell you, these guys right now, they're already prepared. They're out working. They're trying to get this. Now, they're not going to be, while this storm front's coming through, they're not going to be driving around because we don't need them to be in danger. We don't need trees to fall on them or their equipment. But I can grant you this. They've got their tools ready, and they're getting their supplies ready, and they're going to be out jumping on this as quickly as they safely can.
All right, let me show this as we go back to radar this morning. Let me pull this and get this. They've moved the line, and again, this is going to end at 7:15, the severe thunderstorm warning. Could they hold on to it a little bit longer? Possibly, but this storm is moving quick. As we see now, and let me turn on the locations and show everybody what has happened here. The line now is at the prison. This will go right up if you walked out the back door of Tyson's Animal Clinic. At the back door is where the severe thunderstorm warning is right there. So Tyson, stay up front.
That's right.
On the back side of it is where it comes across. About 50 yards down the road from Freeman Tractor there on Highway 494. It comes right across by the prison just east of Dunn's Fall. As we go into Enterprise, it's going to go right by the Enterprise High School in those areas. Now, we just got an update, Odie, and I think they just canceled it for Lauderdale County. And only Wayne County remains. So they cut that short by about 5 minutes.
Man,
now
that's great. Power outage in house now.
Oof. Livingston, y'all still have this severe thunderstorm warning. Let me show you how long that you will have this. And that didn't click, did it? As we get in here, we are until 7:45 for the Livingston, York, Alabama area. Butler, Alabama, you're under this until 7:15, as well as Wayne County. But although that I don't want anybody to take us wrong on this, as we show that severe thunderstorm warning has ended, the threat is not really over, is it, Odie?
Oh, no, not at all. And the amount of rain, we've got creeks, we've got rivers that are full. And now we just dumped a lot of rain in a short amount of time, and we're going to see some more impacted roads with water. And as we found out yesterday, when this amount of rain comes and gets on these roads, it will wash a lot of holes up.
It will.
Now they're filled up with water, and it's going to be even harder to see.
Now, as y'all all, as I posted so many pictures yesterday, and we're going to show some of these, there's a lot of angry people in our area. Rightly so. You spend a lot on a home, 200, sometimes even more than that. Whether it's 100,000, 150, whatever it is, it's your house, and you don't like water in it. And let's say you've been complaining for the last 2-3 years that, well, something needs to be happening. Now your house is flooded. It will affect how people vote coming up here in a few weeks.
You know, paying attention to a floodplain is something that we've all got to do.
Now, and I've never dealt with this end of it because I've never had flooding. You've dealt with handing out sandbags. The sandbags, now there was not time yesterday. There was no way we would have done that.
No, sandbags is something you prepare this week for to see if something's going to happen next week.
Yeah, you got to have this was just no way to judge that was coming yesterday. And we've gotten a lot of water this morning into an area that was already flooded.
Right. And it's going to continue to grow. And we hate to say that it's happening every year in the same area. And it's hard to say if there's something that can really be done. We haven't studied that particular area because it's kind of out of our area. But they definitely are going through a lot having to deal with rain water coming into their homes. No matter where you're at, like you just said, you don't want to have rain coming inside your home. But this is water washing on top of water.
Just got a note from WMOX radio. They are off now. Power has taken them out of it. So they're off right now. And again, if you're watching us on television, make sure to grab your phone. You'll still be able to watch us online should power go out at the TV station or anything to that matter. So you'll have a backup and be able to watch us. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. And you can also go to ScottyRayReport.com and watch from there if you like. So many, many, many ways to grab your phone or iPad or computer and watch. Yeah. We're showing that power out in House, Mississippi. We're also getting reports at Bounds Road. A lot of heavy. Nell, thank you for passing that information on to us there. But Chuda, somebody had mentioned earlier that maybe they thought a transformer had failed and had a little spark to it. We don't know for sure on that. Now, you mentioned earlier, and let's remind everybody this, a wreck. Wasn't there an I-20 wreck?
Yeah, I-20 at the 29th Avenue. Hadn't gotten an update on that. So
Pine
we'll
Springs
see.
Road, a lot of wind I'm seeing there. Causeyville, high winds. Power is out, Steve tells us there at Battlefield. Long Creek, we got a lot of tree limbs down in the area there, TJ tells us.
Be careful, 494 at, I'm taking Sucalina Fire Department. There's a phone line that is hanging.
Ooh.
So I don't know how bad. I don't know if it's low enough for a car to hit it or if it's going to be low enough for an 18-wheeler to hit it. I don't think it's on the highway, but I'm going to try and get an update on that.
That's 495, this picture I just got.
Tree down on Old 8th Street Road, and could that be it?
This was Highway 495, this
Highway 495,
picture I had.
Okay. Tree down on Old 8th Street Road.
We're getting a tree report there from Paulette. Highway 11, listen to me, I didn't say it right. 11 South, we've got a tree down. It's almost like it's a repeat of yesterday. Linda tells us we've got power out in the Tumsuba area also.
Jerry says we wasn't tooting.
That's right.
That wind is a-going.
It is strong.
Power out, Tumsuba, wow.
My weather radio is out, Jimmy Slay said. That's a new one. Those normally hang around.
Yeah. Change the battery.
That may be it. Now, I'll admit this, when mine went off at, 11 o'clock to let me know that a severe thunderstorm watch had been issued, the buzzer worked, but I couldn't hear him. It was just like...
Well, now, I got that, too, where I heard the first little part, and then it went...
Yeah.
And so they may have a...
They didn't have no coffee. Somebody
they didn't
over
have
there.
no coffee. They had a bad signal, too.
Yes, they did. Blinking at Delwood, Christina tells us. Thank you for all of that.
Jimmy, in your weather radio, he's probably trying to see if the Mud Dogs are still playing tonight.
That's what it is. We'll be right back with more updates of where the power situations are. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Your next Maytag or Whirlpool appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigerator. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, stop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers, a showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen and Amana. And delivery is available with a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, and by appointment after hours and weekends.
Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
Hello, my name's Kenneth Graham, and I'm running for coroner of Lauderdale County. For over 50 years, Lauderdale County's been represented by professional and competent coroners. I would like to continue that tradition. Over the next several months, I want to educate the public on what the coroner does and dispel any myths about the coroner job. I can show you that I will be the most professional coroner there is. So please vote for me August the 8th.
Paid for by the Committee for the Election of Kenneth Graham. And welcome back as we watch weather and things that are going on. We just sent a message to Meridian Community College. We had a lot of questions about, is college for kids still on today? Hopefully we'll get a answer on that very shortly.
Yeah, we've got, I was trying to find it, Northeast delayed a start by an hour, which is good. To at least be able to safely travel and take your kids to the school. So if y'all have got any other information like that, if you know about MCC, if you know about the schools and their summer program, send us a message or get on here and reply on Facebook, and we can push that information out. So we're trying to get that done. Let's see.
Wayne County just went under another severe thunderstorm warning.
It looks like we're starting to move out of it, but we don't cover just Lauderdale County. We want to make sure that everybody and all of our neighbors in this surrounding area understand what's coming in your neck of the woods.
Right.
And like you said, Wayne County, a lot of hail looks like it's coming into the southwest part of Wayne County now.
Eastern Clarke County, y'all are getting pounded on right now. Over to Butler, Alabama. Butler, y'all be ready. It's raining there, but heavier rain coming into the courthouse area there. As we look at Lauderdale County, Marion right now is the worst that we've got in Lauderdale County, and we have to pick on Ricky Bobby because it can't be two number ones. He's getting rain in Wynot out at the racetracks there at Wynot Motorsports Park. Y'all pay attention to Rodney out there, as you'll see right there. Now, moderate rain there in Causeyville, but as we look at this area from Lamar School up Highway 39, past where the soccer complex is, Northeast Middle School, Barham Funeral Home, all the way up here to the red light where it cuts across to Northeast High School, Cotton Gin Road, Highway 45, even look at Rainbow Lakes. Man, it is bad there.
I bet they're getting full now.
It'd be kind of hard to start a campfire out here at the Boy Scouts right now, so much rain.
Yeah.
We're watching this stuff very closely for you this morning. All right, let's go down and see what else we've got going on here. Let's see, a wreck on I-59 southbound at the North Enterprise exit.
Yes, so be careful. Teresa says she just heard a limb hit her roof. Wow.
Shireen tells us there's a tree down in the roadway on the northbound close to Wesley Chapel Road. Big limbs down in Hickory we're getting. Down, let's see.
No power, Bucket, windy and cause. You know, I hope Barry's got both of his cows up.
It would be bad. Whole cow just come across my road.
I hope Barry, go check on your cow because you might have just lost half your herd again.
Cow alert.
Cow alert.
and we joke about that, but at the same time, what happened is these limbs are hitting fences, and cows are going, I'm free.
Yeah. Hey, look, there's my exit.
Yeah, there ain't no grass in the middle of the road, but I'm going to stand there anyway.
Yeah.
That happens. There's a tree down on 145 below Wesley Chapel Church. No power in Enterprise, Bassick City. Kim hadn't got no power either.
What does Alabama look like around I-20? It's looking a whole lot better than what it was earlier. So if you're headed towards Alabama to work, right now you should be okay. Still rain.
Right there is at I-20. It'd be the south end here, south of I-20, that will still have some over there in Alabama 17, those areas. But Cuba, McElroy Trucking, in those areas, it looks good right now. So not so bad there. Let's see what other kind of
We have
comments.
a report from CEPA, C-E-P-A, so I don't know what power association that would be.
Me either. Tell us what that is, and we'll
tell
do
us where you at, Miss Karen, and we'll find something.
And Lonnie Timms has said, although there's no tornado warning that was issued, straight line winds can be...
just as bad. Just as bad.
Storm has moved through Collinsville. Let's see here. As we just came blowing hard wind, no power.
We'll try and get some pictures. We got some roof damage at Garrett Sporting Goods. So, Mr. Garrett, if y'all hadn't made it in yet, y'all run on down there real quick and try and get your roof mashed back down so you don't get any damage.
Power out on Mayette Road in the Collinsville area is what we're getting this morning. Good morning, Vicki. Glad to see you there. Road clear on 495 now by the Bailey Firehouse, so that's been cleaned up.
Good deal.
The fire department was all over that.
Limbs on 45 between the interstate and Simmons. I guess I'd say Simmons Rucker.
Yep.
So that's a good stretch through there.
Jonathan tells us the sign has blown off the Relax Inn. Rump Road.
They're not relaxing no more.
No, they're not. They got a sign to put up there. Let's see here. Quiet and Center Hill now we're getting.
Good deal. Southeast Kemper's got power out.
Demopolis to Tuscaloosa is good, really. You're good to go there.
Yeah.
Cuba is good also. Ashley had asked about Cuba. It's going to be south of y'all now. River Road to Enterprise, no power, Odie.
Man, I tell you, that's something we're still waiting on. College for Kids.
And Bree puts out this. She puts out a alert for all ladies. She says Ponytail Day.
It's a ponytail, and men, if y'all are having to get your daughters ready, and you
don't know what you're doing,
you get a vacuum cleaner, and you suck all the hair up in the back here, and then put one of them bands around it, and you've got an instant ponytail, and it makes it look like you know what you're doing.
This sounds like a man with experience. You've done this before, haven't you?
Work smarter, not harder.
There you go. The expert here. This guy's sat around a lot there in beauty shops. Y'all think he doesn't pay attention? He is all over it.
I ain't there just for the gossip.
No, sirree. A lot of it coming out this morning. We'll be right back here in just a moment. He's got a little Candace in him. I just want y'all to know that. It's that. There you go. If you had blonde hair, you still wouldn't look like her.
That's right.
We'll be right back.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
I'm Devin Snowden, Republican candidate for District 1 Supervisor, Lauderdale County. I'm sixth generation Snowden to call this home. This is where I'm raising my family, where I work and serve the landowners of this area, and where we play. I want Lauderdale County to continue to call home. If elected, I'll do my best to make Lauderdale County its best. Please vote for me, Devin Snowden, on August 8th. And remember, I'm not just any candidate, I'm your neighbor.
Paid for by the campaign to elect Devin Snowden.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, daybeds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Your local farmer knows a good deal when he sees one. The L-Series Kubota tractor is the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA and offered at Parish Kubota with 0% financing available. Come see why we're more than a tractor store at Parish Tractor.
Welcome back with Scotty Ray and Odie as we start this wet, windy, no power kind of day for most folks. We did get a note from Chief Barry White as he was chasing some cows that we've got a tree down Irwin Road in Stonewall. We'll get these pictures up as soon as we can. Fire departments in that area are responding. That's Clarke County. We did get that. And as y'all can see there, well, you can see some green in the background. It doesn't show well, but there is a tree down in that area also. We're trying to catch up, and we've got accident I-20 westbound inside lane. So that's going to be your fast lane. 18-wheeler rear-ended another vehicle. Ooh. Road's not blocked. Outside lane is open. All we know is I-20. We don't know exactly where. So we're guessing that's going to be at least in Lauderdale County. Right. Rita, if you happen to know a little bit more of the defining where that is, send us a note on that and you send me a text. Because 59 South and Enterprise, both lanes are shut down right now. Excuse me. So that's if you're headed south on 59, be ready for a little bit of a delay
power line, Highway 19 at 494.
Done broke Wayne's flagpole out this morning in Kewanee.
College for Kids is still on.
That's good news.
Southeast summer reading program delayed by an hour. Barbara Henson Daycare, no power. Miss Leah says that they're closed today.
Okay.
So you may have to bring them with you.
If somebody want to know about Highway 15 South in Newton, I hadn't gotten any reports of any damage in that area, but if anybody's watching, does have reports of Highway 15 South as you're moving southward there toward Montrose, that area, let us know what's happening there.
Yeah.
All right, as we still hadn't caught up with all of our messages here as I'm glancing down trying to see what red light out at Walmart and Harry Mayer's on 39, and we all know how dangerous that is at 33rd.
They don't know how to operate that area when you got a light tell you where to go.
Yeah, so be careful, be careful, be careful.
Four-way stop. If you come across a big intersection and there's no power lines and there's no officer or no fireman that's controlling the traffic right now, that is a four-way stop on all sides. It's automatic. You learned that when you took a test, or you should have. It is a four-way stop. So y'all don't just barrel through there. And don't pull out when you stop thinking another car is going to stop, because it's a 50-50 chance they're not. Make sure they stop before you pull out. We don't need our guys out working wrecks and this kind of stuff.
We did get an update, Odie, right there on the wreck that you were talking about on I-20.
Construction sign from Martin Luther King Drive to Highway 19, Highway 11. So right there at the airport exit.
Westbound by the Pilot is where the actual wreck is.
Wow.
And we've got construction signs thrown in the highway there around MLK. That's what they were trying to describe there.
I see the period. I'm sorry, Tim. I wasn't reading your sentence right.
Sometimes you got to break it down for Odie.
Just a little bit.
I ain't making fun of you because I'll make the next mistake.
At least I can spell it.
There you go. Yeah. Mister, it was, I caught it yesterday. I was putting water over the road in Jimmy Smith Road. Somehow or another, I got auto-corrected and it put war. And everybody had a hoot with picking on me over there's war in the road by Jimmy Smith Road.
Well, I mean, it doesn't sound out of the ordinary right
No, and even Odie picking on me there.
Oh, so Miss LaWanda, we're just now getting to you again. Central Electric Power Association. It's in Philadelphia. We should have known that. That's a neighbor.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Anyway.
Rose Hill without power. Susan Chatham tells us.
There's my baby duck. So they're calling out power crews to get them going. Her boyfriend is he's an electrician man that works for Chain Electric, so he's always on the go. I know she's proud of him. So they're getting ready to go out in full force.
Vicky says no power, Stonewall. Woo-hoo.
Tree across 65th Avenue. I guess Kevin's out there trying to politic. The tree got him stuck.
That will happen there. South Enterprise without power. Let's see what else we've got here.
Scratch Hill doesn't have any power.
Carmichael area, Clarke County. I-20 at exit 150, one lane of traffic due to traffic guns. That's the little mess that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Power out 142 there in, that's going to be right after the split. Tree fell on our truck in the Tumsuba area there. All right, campground. Odie, you better talk.
All right, Campground Road. See, between the two of us, we can get one thing done. Tree across Campground Road near NAS. So let's see where we're good there. Pig still got power. So
get breakfast.
Go get your breakfast. Let them feed you.
Central Electric, 14,000 down now, no power. Somehow or another, and how this even happened, I figured we would blink, but we have stayed on all through this.
Yeah, very lucky. Of course, it's also on an auto backup, battery backup. So crossing fingers, if we do, we're good. I-20 is under bridge at Bimbo Bakery.
That's where that little incident is there.
Man.
New Beginning Adult Daycare Services is closed, no power.
That's it. And Miss Arlene Tew said good morning to us. good morning to you. I saw her yesterday and met some of her family. Very nice people. We had a good time to talk and catch up. And so good morning. Thank you for watching. But the Friday evening he got home.
Yeah, you better read that to yourself first.
Yeah. My wife said she wanted to go somewhere she's never been. I told her, we'll go to the kitchen. But my wife cooked the other day, and it was delicious. She takes good care of me.
Even if it wasn't delicious, Odie is going to say that it was good because he wants a second chance at it. You just go ahead and be truthful on that. You won't get nothing.
If you think I have problems by myself, I got old Roy over here helping me get in trouble.
Yeah, go ahead. Carolyn Shelton celebrating her 74th birthday. Happy birthday to you there.
Street lights out on 8th Street. He's a lineman, Baby Duck says he's a lineman. So she also said she's glad that I didn't put her hair in a ponytail.
Oh, bless it.
With a vacuum cleaner.
No power on West King and Wayne County, we're getting word this morning. As we go down, we still got a few. We're getting caught up here. 60th birthday to Gary Winstead. Happy birthday.
Man.
A day late, but we still got it there.
That's right. These storms always scare me. Any advice you could tell me to make me feel better?
Now, we do offer advice columns. We're better than Ann Landers ever thought about being.
Yeah, you might not like us when we're done, but
we got some advice. Ask a question. We'll tell you anything.
Yeah, come see me, and hey, the Lima weather team may be something for you.
There you go. All right, we've got more on the way, and still to come. We've got some guys from the fire department in this morning. Talk about chainsaw safety.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that wasn't what they were going to talk about.
Talk about staying dry during the storm.
Absolutely.
Well, maybe it's something else.
Yep. We'll find out how well their wives cook. We're going to put them on the spot. Maybe they do the cooking.
Well, now, they cook some pancakes.
That's what we've heard.
And them dudes was
But we
good.
all know behind every good pancaking is one of their wives that told them how to do it.
Yeah, because they were behind them telling them.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong.
Good morning, Miss Edna, and a happy 83rd birthday.
Ooh, happy. Man. That is a big one.
Yes, it is.
We do want to wish you a hope one, and I hope you get to blow out all those candles. Be right back.
If you're building or remodeling your home and finally getting around to that to-do list, before you spend your hard-earned money anywhere else, do yourself and your pocketbook a favor and check out the huge selection available at Southern Pipe and Supply. They have a large showroom on Highway 39 North in Meridian. You can check out the large selection of tubs, showers, sinks, and faucets. Southern Pipe for all of your heating and air conditioning system upgrades, along with standby generators in preparation for storm season. And we're local, Southern Pipe and Supply.
Spring is in the air at the Neshoba County Co-op, located at 338 West Main Street, downtown Philadelphia. If you're looking for that perfect flower for your home or getting ready for a garden, whether it's butter beans, peas, or tomatoes, they've got it all there. The fishing calendar says it's great at the Neshoba County Co-op, whether you're bass fishing or if you're out for crappie. From new rod and reels to getting the exact lure or maybe that worm that you're hunting. Grab a pole and go fishing today. And let's not forget about turkey season. And remember, all roads lead to the Neshoba County Co-op.
What drives us may be different, but what we share is the pursuit. Whether taking on the job site or your own backyard, let the pursuit of the perfect cut begin. Steel's zero-turn mowers are here. Real Steel. Find yours.
Need an expert to repair a rock peck or cracked windshield? Call Advanced Auto Glass by Joey for quality workmanship and customer service. Convenient same-day service, as well as in-house calibration for vehicle safety systems. Reliable mobile service is available in Clarke, Kemper, Neshoba, Lauderdale, and Newton counties for all cars, trucks, and heavy equipment. Book your appointment today for custom tinting. It can reduce temps, fading, glare, and more. Improve the safety and enhance the appearance of your vehicle today with services from Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, as we've got so much going on. Getting reports now that there is damage to Garrett Sporting Center on 8th Street. A lot of, as we look at the pictures, there's some roof damage there. Major roof damage, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, a lot of that roof come off, so, there's going to be more than just that. People are going to eventually see some more damage and get those to us. we need to make a report at Lima. We need to keep up with all that so we can turn into the National Weather Service. And somebody said, are we hiring at Lima?
Are you?
All the volunteers we can get.
There you go. Come on down.
That's right. We will take applications, and you can join our
Let you know
Lima
if you're not going to get
Association.
paid anything.
That's right. We double it every year.
But with all sincerity, though, volunteers is what make things happen.
Yes, and we have a great weather team that comes together. And if you are really scared of weather, joining the weather team and learning about weather and staying on top of it like we do will make some people feel better. We've got a couple that, nope, they're not doing weather, and they make some of the best weather people we got.
We got word that there was a tree down near a house on 492 that's been cleaned up if you're in that area. Also, let's glance down a few other things. Trees down on Old 8th Street Road. I just got a picture of that. Pretty serious there. Let's see. Let's go down here. This is going to be State Boulevard. Lots of damage. I've got tons of pictures of the Dollar General sign gone.
Wow.
That's State Boulevard there at the tree down across Power Out 20th Street. Let's see what else we got here. Use caution. 22nd Avenue, Poplar Springs Drive. Power was out there. Red lights out. Numerous reports of trees, red lights out.
Yeah, so be careful while you're going through.
Lights, Highway 39. Let's see here. This is going to be
Whippoorwill.
Boy, that's a tongue twister. I need to just start over today.
It's Friday, y'all.
Whippoorwill Road. I got it out.
Yeah.
NAS is open. Somebody must
Yes.
have asked about that. We do have a street. Let's see, a big tree across the street. 4613. Rebecca, tell us a little bit more where that might be there. Thank you for sending it. Old 8th Street Road. Another view. Some people have been out there. Wow, and we have, Odie, have really gotten some pictures that we want to share that are just, although weather is destructive of just how beautiful it can be all at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, the way, and that's something we do when we do a storm spotters class, and you'll go over and look and learn what some of these clouds mean, and they are dangerous, but I mean, wow, some of them are just really beautiful to look at.
I'm looking at a picture here that was sent in from the Meridian Airport. Josh sent us, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it really is.
All right,
what about McDonald's at Bonita? I guess they still got power.
We think they do.
We think. We haven't heard anything otherwise.
Right. We'll pass that along, should we?
Heavy thunder, lightning in Meridian. Carol says, wow, that was quite a storm. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Interstate is trashed from Mr. Fuel to the airport. Cones everywhere. Lane changes multiple times. Especially right there at the 130 bridge coming into Meridian on I-20. That's one lane.
Now, let me show you what radar looks like right now. It has calmed down a lot. We've got some rain, but nothing like we had just a little bit ago. So we go back to show you radar. This is just heavy rain now. Over here is this bad stuff that's made it east of Butler now, east of Toxie, Coffeyville, Alabama, getting it now. But our area, just heavy rain at this point. Now, you still need to use extreme caution as you're traveling and driving because it's going to be bad and all these limbs and things that have fallen.
That's another 2.5 hours or so of some rain. Hopefully around 10 o'clock we can see it starting to clear up a little bit. It's going to take a while to dry out.
Right.
But just be careful because now we've got power line crews on the roads trying to work and linemen's out working. So be careful as you go throughout the day going to work and getting ready for your day.
All right. Coming up, more. We'll have some guys in to tell us about some secrets that they've been doing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No matter how many times you try, and no matter where you call, Representative 81 Steve Horn won't answer the phone. We're not getting any representation in Jackson. District 81, we can do better.
Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. Jackson Flowers has been a part of the Meridian area for a little over 60 years now. Now, they've moved to a new location on Highway 19 North, just 2 miles north of Walmart. You could be looking for that perfect thinking of you gift. Or maybe it's just a happy you need, whether live or artificial, no matter what the need is in your family. Whether it's a birth to your time of need, Jackson Flowers is there for you. Drop in and visit with them again. Highway 19 North, just 2 miles north of Walmart. Jackson Flowers, for all your needs.
My mama said I need a truck because this lawnmower's the devil.
Buddy, we can do it!
Need a truck?
We can do it!
Need a van?
We can do it!
Need an SUV?
Buddy, we can do it!
Need some luxury? We've got you there too.
We can do it!
At Interstate Auto, we can do it.
You'll find Snowden Company in Meridian. What do? Well, they sell homes, and they do very good at it. If you've got a home to sell, if you're looking to buy one, speak to Amanda and her team. They do this every day, and you'll see their signs. They look just like this, Snowden Company. A lot of times it's time to move on. They're expanding each day as they welcome, you know him, Jeremy, too, to the area there. Love to sell you a home, show you around. If you need yours, what they'll do is they'll come in, get you the absolute most that you can for your house so you can purchase that next one. Well, if you've never dealt with that paperwork before, it can be, mind-boggling as to what it really says. They'll break it down, make it in simple terms that you understand all this. They'll be closing at 5 today, closed tomorrow, but you can set up an appointment, Odie, and they'll be shut down altogether on Sunday to go to church. But by appointment tomorrow. Serving East Mississippi and all the areas back toward Jackson, visit with them. You'll find them there at Snowden & Company, the home that you're looking for.
Yeah, hey, give them your wish list, and they'll take it from there.
We got a 18-wheeler broke down on I-20, mile marker 120. MHP is on the scene directing traffic for that. That could have turned out bad.
Ooh, yeah. So that's not in a safe place anyway. So.
All right. Well, Odie, I'm going to let you introduce our guest this morning as we welcome them in to tell us about what they've got going on. Morning, guys.
So, look at here. We've got Keith and Taylor came in with us. Keith is the chief of Long Creek Fire Department, and y'all got something big coming up. So what y'all got planned over there on Zero area?
We got our 50th anniversary. We just celebrated June 8th. Long Creek Fire Department was started, and
50 years of it, huh?
50 years, and so we was going to do a celebration. So we decided that since we was going to do a celebration, we'd do a car show with it to get people to come out and look at. We're asking for all the former members that was there to help start this department and run it for years to come out. We want to recognize them and our current members, and we're going to have it on the 24th of June.
So that's not long off, June 24th. That's right around the corner. What time of day does it start?
It's going to be from 10. It's going to start at 10, end at 2. Gates will open at 9 o'clock. Registration starts at 9.
Not a bad deal there. Now, how do you go about getting if you want to enter your car? How does that work? Who you call?
You'll enter once you get there. At 9 o'clock, you can register, and then it's $20 for vehicles and $15 for motorcycles.
Not so bad.
Man, that's good. 50 years of volunteering and taking care of that community, and y'all have done this off of raising money, and that's what this is. You're wanting to bring in all your members that have had a part of keeping that community safe, recognizing them, and asking the people who are in that community now to come in and help you continue to fund that fire department. How important is it that people help you when you're doing your fundraisers? What does that do for the fire department?
It helps us buy equipment and stuff because to put one person in full turnout gear to go into a burning building, you're looking at around $13,000 for all the equipment they need to go in. And the way we work, we have 2 people go in at a time. So you're looking at $26,000 for just 2 people to go in and put a fire out. And then you got supporting people outside and other equipment we have to buy, the hose, the axe, the chainsaw, stuff like that. So it's a lot of money goes into it. People don't realize how much money that we have to raise. I mean, the county helps us with as far as trucks and fuel for the trucks, and we get a rebate money back from the insurance, but a lot of other money we have to raise or people have to donate to us, and we're asking just come out and support us. I mean, we've done pancakes in the past. We've done all kinds of different things, and this is just a new way we're trying to get more people involved and people.
Well, car show brings folks out for sure.
Yes, it will, and hopefully the weather's going to be a lot nicer than what we had to go through this morning. And then again, now we're talking the 24th, June 24th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Long Creek Fire Department. So those that don't know where Long Creek Fire Department is, how do they get to where we're going to have this big party at?
All right, the address is 4892 Zero Road, Meridian, Mississippi. Just you come right off of 45 or coming from town, go down 145, turn on Crescent Lake Road, go all the way to the end, take a right on Zero, and you can't miss us. We'll be right there on the right.
Well, guys, we appreciate you coming in and tell us about that again.
Yeah.
That's 50 years. What a great time that is to get together.
That's a lot. And, you don't think about it, but fire departments have power bill.
Yep.
They have water bill. They have, we do a lot of training, and so we have to have internet bill. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in the fire department that costs money to operate. And these guys need fundraisers to help them. And this is something they're asking you to help them during this time. Come out, participate in the car show. Go by and look at what they've got and give them a big attaboy because they deserve it. They get out and about in the middle of the night and help take care of everybody in that community.
We appreciate that. Now, some questions here we're getting asked about the wreck that was in Enterprise. Is it east or westbound? If y'all happen to know that, I-59 in that area there. Maybe we can get that information passed along to everybody. Gardens and ducks are loving all this, Sandra says.
Man.
And I have to agree with you there. We have not gotten reports of damage in Chunky, but it very likely is some trees. That has to be. We've gotten too many reports all around that area for there not to be more in there also. And
I tell you, anywhere, if you have some damage, definitely let us know. In Lauderdale County. If you're in Lauderdale County, call my office at 601-482-9852 and let us know what you've got. And then any other county out there, call your EMA office. Let them know that you've got some damage. We need to keep up with this damage and make the reports of it so we can turn into FEMA. Sometimes it helps us get some help. Most of the time it doesn't, but we definitely want to keep up with what kind of damage we have.
We're getting a report of a tree down. If you were to turn right off Highway 19 there at Lee's Donuts, going to take that shortcut back toward Queen City. Got a tree down blocking the road right close to where Lee's Donuts is. You're not going to be able to travel through there right now. It's a huge tree.
Yeah, because you're going to have to go back around. You can't miss Lee's Donuts.
No, you
got to
can't.
make a loop to come back around.
So keep that in mind in that area. That we're being told that Oak Tibby has rose. How many did it say here? 3
feet in the 24 hours.
Wow.
Look, that's a lot of water. You see how big that lake is? And it rose 3 feet?
Yeah.
So what does that mean? They're letting water out. They've got to maintain at a level. They're letting water out, and these creeks and these rivers are already kind of full. So we're going to expect some more flooding around these areas where Oak Tibby Creek is, all the way down to Clarke County.
That's right.
We can see Sawashi get a lot of water in it. Y'all seen it when you're crossing the interstate and out by the old mall. It's going to get pretty deep through there because they've got to get this water out of the reservoir and make room for the water that's coming from up north. So y'all be careful. Water is not over with. Just because the rain quit does not mean we're not through dealing with water. We're going to be dealing with water for our next couple days.
Lakeitha tells us no power out at Village Apartments. It's power's out there at Village Apartments. Also, Nadine says her peach tree is gone. That's bad when you got your favorite tree in the backyard and it gets taken out.
Yeah.
Lots of debris down on Poplar Springs Drive in the North Hills area. Trash cans are all over the road. Stay safe, Denise tells us.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Scotty Ray and Odie as we begin a Friday. The end of the week is here. We'll be right back.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Dr. John Line and Dr. Jennifer Dooley have expanded their services when Dr. Cook retired last year. Advanced Vision Center is located on the 5th floor of Anderson's Medical Tower. Now, they bring experience in the most advanced technology to the Meridian area. Whether it's your first visit or you've been putting off that exam, and all of your text messages are blurry now. Advanced Vision Center knows how important your eyes are to you. After all, they are your windows to the world. Call today for an appointment. 601-553-2100.
Hi there, I'm Chris Bullock, a candidate for Lauderdale County District 1 Supervisor. I'm out going door to door, getting my message out directly to voters. I want Lauderdale County to be the best place in Mississippi to live, work, and raise your family. I'm the most qualified candidate. I ask for your prayers, and on August 8th, I humbly ask for your vote.
Paid Political by friends of Chris Bullock. Welcome back with Scotty Ray and Odie, and it is Friday, as it's Red Day, as we
That's right.
try to
Remember, everyone deployed.
That's right. Let's. We did have reports. Somebody asked about Chunky. We are now getting reports that a shop has been damaged. Miss Ann told us that her husband's shop has major damage to it there.
Yeah, that's not good. He's not going to be happy.
Northeast Elementary, we're getting reports from Dee Dee that there's a tree down also near there.
Yeah.
There is just multiple places all across this from Jackson, Mississippi, all the way back. So be careful there. I'm sure there for a little while planes got delayed in Jackson, Mississippi. Probably as well here for just a little bit in the Meridian area as well, because that was some serious weather that came on.
Oh, yeah. And pretty quick. It didn't last that long, which was good. It came on through. But it sure left its mark while it came through here.
Cherie said she had some tree damage there at her place, and she's going to call Reed to come take care of it.
Time to call Reed.
Yep. They'll help you out there.
Man.
7:54 as we begin this day. There's so much that we haven't had a chance to talk about due to the weather today. There was an arrest yesterday, and I want to pull this up, and we'll read you exactly what went on with this, of what the Meridian Police Department is telling us. As we go to here, this is the arrest that has been made. It's an ongoing investigation. The shooting happened on Tuesday around 3 in the afternoon at Old Marion Road Apartments. We went by there and took some pictures there. And if I'm pronouncing the young man's name correctly, Euduris Evans, 19, both, and also Demarcus Graham were both shot. As we find out that one of these victims has succumbed to their injuries, as we talked about being the fifth murder in Meridian. Cassandra Jordan has been arrested. She's 30 years old with obstruction and tampering with physical evidence in connection to the shooting. Now, let's be clear on that, because I had a lot of people going, wait a minute, she's arrested for murder? No, in connection. In the big picture, they were tampering with evidence. She is not the person who done the crime. She just done something after the fact, and we want to be clear on that, of what that is telling us there. But the first arrest of possibly many more. Odie, we had a house shot last night in Meridian. Let's go here to take a look as we see that a home was hit by gunfire in the 2400 block of Grandview Avenue. We can't keep putting up with these things. We need our mayor and we need our city council to stop things like this that happen in our city.
It's already led to 5 murders. We've got to stop the gunfire. Somehow, we need to do something different than what we're doing now.
We had gunfire also yesterday on 29th Avenue. Now, no one was hurt. No damage was done with that, but we did have it. Also, 4th Avenue, we had reports, and this would be back over near Walmart, Highway 39. If you're trying to go, where is that? That's here we are right there. Right there is where that would be. As you go up here, East Mississippi Power back in here. 4th Avenue is where that is located with more gunshots in that area. Again, no one was hurt or damaged with that. We got just a second as we get ready to our time fading away on television. But this is out. Please visit our page to look at this because this election is not far off. As we get this from Donna Jill, this is the sample ballot that is coming up in the Republican primary on the 8th of August. Not that long off.
No, I'm in less than 2 months.
Yeah.
It's here. It's time. And you've got time to look at these names and find out what they stand for.
Yeah,
research.
Who's up for supervisor? Who's up for? And it carries everyone to justice court. It's got all the names there, and we want you to do research and pick who you think is going to do the best. It's time for us to go.
Here it is. We'll be back in 71 hours unless there's a storm, and Scotty Ray will be back. We love you. Thank y'all. Stay safe. We couldn't do it without you. See you Monday.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: